Hi everybody, and welcome to Cooking in Real Time. My name is Zora O'Neill. Nice to meet you. The official face-to-face introduction. I'm doing a special video episode today because I was up all night tossing and turning with frustration over something I saw on the internet yesterday, which was totally entertaining but kind of bad instructions for making an omelet. I'm putting a link to the offending clip on the website at cookinginrealtime.com. Overnight, I did come to a more peaceful place and decided that it's not wrong, it's just not what I would choose in an omelet. So I have instructions for making a better omelet. Those instructions, you end up with sort of a flat piece of scrambled eggs in my mind. But I want to show you an omelet that is super quick. All omelets are very delicious, and most important, is something that you would not be embarrassed to eat for dinner. That's just a little bit classier, and you end up with that super succulent little bit of magic goo in the middle. First of all, you want to have everything prepped, kind of like we were talking about with the pad thai last week. Omelet cooking happens very quickly, so you want to have everything ready to roll. I'm going to grate cheese, first of all. And the cheese needs to be finely grated so it will melt into the exact goo you want in the center. You can't really do shortcuts with slabs of cheese because they just won't melt so well. So I'm using my microplane, and we have a fair heaping of cheese. Ordinarily, I would love to show you, in the interest of time, I'm not going to do a whole meal, which is what I usually do. So I will do a separate all-audio make an omelet and a few things on the side, and again, have a really presentable dinner. So if you were making an omelet as part of a meal right now, I would instruct you to put some toast on. But we've got the cheese. First of all, the amateur gourmet and his chef, whoever from a restaurant, whatever, instructs you to do a 3-egg omelet, which you can do if you have a really big pan. But I don't have a big pan, I have a small one, and it'll be good for 2 eggs. And frankly, I don't want to eat 3 eggs at my meal, so 2-egg omelet it is. And you can do the clever one-handed smash thing, but you're more likely to get eggshells in the mix. And then you're going to whisk that up. I'm going to put the salt in now, so it gets just a little pinch of salt. Putting it in now before I mix, so it gets mixed in. And you really don't want to mix your eggs up much at all. That other video instructed you to whip your eggs for like 2 minutes. You just want it enough to combine the white and the yolk just a little bit. So that's good. There's still a little glob of white in there, but it'll be fine. Alright, turning on the burner. Normally, I use cast iron for everything, and actually when my cast iron is in perfect tip-top shape, then yes, I can make an omelet in it and it won't stick. Not entirely sure how ours are right now, so I'm cheating with a little nonstick pan. And the problem with nonstick pans is you don't want them to heat up totally empty. Like, that apparently lets off toxic fumes, which is why I don't use them very much. So I'm putting a little glob of butter in there, maybe about a teaspoon in the pan while I do that. And I'm eating a little morsel of cheese. Actually, while it's heating up, I'll put my cheese away again. So the omelet is unlike scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs you want to do on sort of low heat and slowly let the texture develop. Omelet you want to do on super high heat, and it all comes together really quick. You want one of these, a spatula, and now that the butter is bubbling and the bubbles are just starting to subside, that means it's hot enough. And you put in 4 eggs. And the second that I'm rinsing out the bowl, that's just about as long as you want it to set, and then you just start jiggling the bejesus out of it. You can take your spatula and make little tiny holes in the bottom and fill those holes in, tilting. Basically, you want just to create this sort of rumpled texture on the bottom. But you don't want to stir, really. You just want to rake it up into these nice little ridges of eggs almost. And now, almost there, and you just have a very thin film of runny egg on the top. That's nice. Just a teeny bit more. Oh, uh-oh. Sorry, I poked a hole in it. Sealing that up. Alright, that's great. Those eggs do not look done to you, but trust me, it's exactly what you want. Turned off the heat completely. Putting the cheese in. The eggs are continuing to cook. Just the perfect amount. And I'm getting a plate. I have to warn you, I'm getting a little stage fright right now. Alright. This is the hardest part, tipping it out. And if you can't do it, that's okay. Take your little spatula, flip that up in the pan right there, pull it about a third of the way. Ooh. Oh my goodness, I did pull it off. About half the time I don't, and I have to then tuck the edges under. Anyway, this one looks not ideal because I've got a little bit of browning right there, but don't beat yourself up. It's still going to taste delicious, and there's going to be this gorgeous sort of runny, soft texture in the middle. Peter zooms in for the money shot. That looks vulgar. Oh, stop. All right. That is an omelet you would be proud to eat for dinner. You can dress it up, you can put herbs in it, you can use every random little bit of leftover in the fridge, and that's really what omelets are great for. So that's your basic cheese omelet, but you can do many more exciting things, and I really recommend you use this technique over that other guy's technique. This will produce a much more satisfying product. So I'll be back with a full audio thing involving an omelet, but for now, that's the technique. Thanks for listening in. Check the website at cookinginrealtime.com and be in touch. Give me some suggestions. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.